What's going on, guys? My name is Jackson Vunganyi. Welcome to VOS Red Carpet. As always on this show, we bring you the latest in entertainment news, in fashion, in sports and film, television from around the world. Let's begin. And we open this holiday season here in Washington, D.C., where embassies in the U.S. Capitol are sharing some of their culture, their business, their art, and their food. And our own Blanche Sanu takes us to the International Festival. Check it out.
More than 5,000 visitors turned out for this year's We International Festival, showcasing the best from foreign embassies. Andrew Gelfusu works for the U.S. Office for Trade Promotion.
Winter National is a cultural showcase and a holiday market that we created about 8 years ago to bring together the diplomatic, the government, and the business communities all under one roof in the International Trade Center in the heart of the nation's capital at the Ronald Reagan Building.
The African continent did not remain on the sidelines of this event. They came from Malawi, Uganda, Cameroon, Ivory Coast, and Kenya, among others.
I like it very much because this connects us with the whole world. It also helps us to know what people are interested in, to buy and promote a country.
This is an opportunity for some people to collect information on the countries they would like to visit very soon. For others, it is the testimony of love to some foreign countries.
It is always a pleasure to be here. We are a family. It is a very beautiful country that everyone must visit. We have beautiful things to show you.
Faith and Wanira are two friends who believe that this meeting is a moment of reconnection for them with their African roots, but also a real treat in terms of culinary wealth.
We welcome the countries. It's so beautiful to have their arts, their pictures, and the love.
I've had some of the best food from all around the world, and I just want to say to my African, brothers and sisters, welcome, welcome, welcome. I love you all, and I'm really having a wonderful time here today.
We international organizers say they are pleased that an event that began with a handful of embassies now draws exhibitors from more than 60 countries.
And now to sports. Boxing clubs are often seen as a good way to keep young men off the streets, to let them take out their frustrations through competition rather than through crime, and to provide a way out of poverty. In Uganda, a young woman has stepped into the ring to empower young women to stay off the streets and defend themselves. Halima Atumani has our story from Kampala. Check it out.
Helen Baleke was walking one night in Katanga slum, her Kampala neighborhood, when a young man approached her and started touching her.
I didn't like boys touching me. I knew that if he did, the end result would be pregnancy and HIV. So when he groped me, I wanted to fight, but he beat me up.
Baleke returned home with a bloody nose. She did not tell her mother about the attack or how she planned to deal with it. Baleke began sneaking out of the house early in the morning to train as a boxer.
I waited for her, and when she returned, she told me, "Mama, I have knocked out a girl." And I said, "What? You have knocked out a girl?" I told her, "You will be beaten, but never come here crying. The day they beat your eye and pluck it out, it will be on you." I wasn't happy at all.
Baleke's mother warmed up to her daughter's boxing, though, as she kept training, competing and winning. In August at the African Games in Rabat, Morocco, she won a bronze medal, becoming Uganda's first medal-winning female boxer in 18 years. Baleke also trains other women, such as hairdresser Maureen Ajambo, to box for self-defense and to help young women stay off the streets.
I see so many girls. They are young. They drink booze. They get pregnant. Some get the virus that causes AIDS. They can't take care of their children or themselves. They take drugs. They take everything that gets them high. It hurts me.
Kampala's Katanga slum is home to 20,000 urban poor who live in crowded conditions and where women are often victims of crime. coach at Katanga's Rhino Boxing Club, Innocent Kapalata, says more and more young women in the slum are joining the club.
Most of those who come to train do it to seek revenge, but I strive to take it out of them, saying we don't train boxers for revenge, but to stay fit and healthy. Something else, boxing is a business. You could get lucky and make some money.
To help the women earn money the most quickly and so they can keep boxing, Balake set up a tailoring workshop, whether teaching how to punch a needle through cloth or an opponent in the ring. Balake is empowering young women in Uganda's Katanga slum. Halima Athmani for VOA News, Kampala.
And there are more women making a difference in sports. In the U.S. state of Ohio, a 16-year-old runner is fighting to get the rules changed after she was disqualified from a race because she ran it wearing a hijab. VOA's Mohammed Jafar Hand went to her hometown and brings us this report.
Growing up in the outskirts of Toledo, Ohio, 16-year-old cross-country runner Noor Alexandria Abu Karam had been living a normal American teenager life. But on October 19th, after finishing a 5K run, she noticed something unusual.
I ran my best race at the time, and I finished the race, and I went to go find my individual score, and my name wasn't up there. So I went to the girls on my team that hadn't been racing, and I was like, you guys, my name's not up there. And they said, you've been disqualified. I was like, for what? And then they like looked at me and they weren't laughing, and they were like, because of your hijab. And at that moment, my heart shattered. Like I couldn't feel anything anymore. I was embarrassed. I was super embarrassed. And then I walked away and, I broke down.
Abu Karam's mother also found the disqualification unsettling.
It was heartbreaking. It was hard. It was a hard moment as a parent to follow in Noor's footsteps and her calmness and her forgiving ways. And, she just loves her team and she accepted it.
The problem, according to the Ohio High School Athletic Association, students can run with religious headgear, but they need a waiver to do so. Abu Karam had been running races for months without submitting one, but this time, officials decided to enforce the rule. Her teammates were shocked.
I think the rule should be changed because that's not fair to anyone, and I don't think it should happen to anyone else.
The school has since submitted the waiver, and Abu Karam is free to run with her hijab, but the damage has been done.
They publicly disqualified her. I believe they should have the courage to publicly come out and let her know that they were wrong.
What do you want to be in next 5 or 10 years?
So when I see myself in the future, I see myself playing sports at a collegiate level, whether it's running or playing soccer. I do both.
Abu Karam believes that the incident provided her with a platform to raise her voice and get the rules changed. Olympic bronze medalist and fencer Ibtihaj Muhammad became the first American Olympian to wear a hijab while competing in 2016 Summer Olympics in Rio. Muhammad posted her support to Abu Karam on Instagram soon after the young runner's disqualification. Mohammed Jafar Khan, VOA News, Toledo, Ohio.
And we go to Ivory Coast, where artist Joanna Chumali, a fine art photographer based in the capital Abidjan, works primarily on conceptual portraiture, mixed media, and documentary. Most of her pieces focus on Africa and what, as an African, she is learning about the myriad cultures around her. Here's what she had to say in this episode of VOA's Picture Africa series.
My name is Joanna Chumali. I'm a photographer and a visual artist from Côte d'Ivoire, and I live and work. I'm based in Abidjan. I decided to use photography to explore what was left as a heritage from my paternal family. So I started photographing women from Côte d'Ivoire, from several countries of Africa, and asking them to pose in the traditional outfit of their mother or grandmother or an aunt. It was very important for me that the textile and the clothes that they would wear would be already warm, like as if it was a way to reconnect from the past and connect with our history and our culture. And through this series, I'm asking, what is Africa today? Who can say who is more African than another one? Abré the Last Generation is a project of portraiture, but as well a documentary project and conceptual about scarification. I started the project in 2013 when I realized that it was very common to see people with scarification on their face. When I was a child, I could see many people like this in the streets, and I realized that there were no more, very few people with scarification, and most of them were older. So I decided to research and to ask around for people to come for me for this project. But the main idea of the project was really a personal question. This practice that was a part of the past, how they could live today in such a contemporary city and a very modern city as Abidjan. I went to Grand Bassam 2 weeks after the terrorist attack, and I shot some pictures with my iPhone, pictures of the city. There was a lot of melancholy that I really felt, and so I decided to use these pictures to print them on canvas and start embroider what my feelings and also what I felt on the street of Grand Bassam. And ça va aller is an expression that Ivorian people usually say to end an uncomfortable conversation when it's difficult. For example, when when we need to talk about war or political crisis, they would say, "Oh, ça va aller, ça va aller." I think that photography is a wonderful tool, and it's a medium that can open conversation, that can break stereotypes, and it's a very rich way to express ourselves as a young African, and photography is one of the best ways to communicate with the world.
And we close the show with a sweet treat for you. This holidays, imagine if you could try a different flavor of ice cream in a place that doesn't look like an ice cream shop. VOA's Reginaldo Makuchi takes us inside the Ice Cream Museum in San Francisco, where visitors, besides having the opportunity to eat the ice cream, get to be a kid again.
The place was designed as Fantasyland. Walls painted in vibrant colors seem to appeal to adults as well, often posing for selfies. According to local management, the intention is for people to play, have fun with others, while leaving their cell phones alone, unless it is for a selfie. As optional, a tunnel can lead you into the ice cream museum. During the tour, you come across unicorns, carousels, and even a swimming pool of sprinkles. Many people are tempted to take a bite out of them, but are warned that they are not real. They are plastic. Interactive games keep people engaged and relaxed as they explore the various corridors for fun and more ice cream. The museum seems to be the ideal place for people to feel like children and play at ease, where the ice cream comes as a side order. But the fun is really what is in the main course.
Thanks for watching VOA's Red Carpet. My name is Jackson Vunganyi. For more entertainment news, remember to check us out at voanews.com. Check us out on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube. We'll catch you next time. Goodbye, everyone.